Hi guys. I have been MIA, haven't I? And it's been a hot minute since I posted a public video. Um, we have been kind of focusing on making videos for the younger kids in our church and Sunday school videos, and it's turned into like a production in our house. And we print the script, my husband does the puppets, I do like the presenter part of it, and I've kind of been letting it slip a little bit because I rewatched the one we have to post for two ages, and I rewatched the one that would go out to the older kids, and it's pretty clear I phoned that in. I was reading straight from the paper. So I'm going to make a commitment to try to be better with that. I think I just wasn't feeling well that day, and like we were rushing the filming because Dave had to go to work, and it's just been, but it is what it is, and at least we got something out there. But this week's going to be better. um how is everyone? Like, I think everyone's kind of aware of the fact that I was furloughed. And what scares me is that everybody that I know that's been furloughed, it has rolled into a layoff. And well, I know that that's not the end of the world. Um, and we could make it, and so forth. I do get scared. Our financial security is not where I want it to be. It's much better than it used to be, but it's not where I want it to be for this to happen. And I'm sure, I mean, Miss Rona has made herself known to a lot of people. Um, and so I can confidently say we would be fine, but I don't want that. I'm not a person who defines herself by her employment or her job or anything like that. But when I was officially furloughed, we were 2 days away from getting a decision on a major grant that would have given us the ability to see this project all the way through that we've been working on for 2 years. And I don't know if we got the funding. I don't know if, well, what's happening, because I am not legally allowed to reach out to my department or my boss or any of those people, because, and they hammered this home not only to the managers but also to the employees, that to do anything like that, even to text me and ask me like, where do I find the red pens, which they would never do, but even that, and if I were to answer them, I would be considered reemployed, and thereby nullifying my furlough, thereby no longer eligible for the CARES Act and so forth. So like, zero contact. Okay, here's what gets me, right? Like, I've put my heart and soul into this particular project for a while. I don't define myself by my position yet. When you do work that hard on something, it would be nice to know if there was some success involved. There's no way for me to find out. I mean, I'm allowed to check my email once a week, and that's solely for the purpose of being called back to work. Do I think that's going to happen before July 23rd, whenever the CARES money is out? No. I think that WashU took a giant, swatch of us out of the budget, and anybody who is a receptionist, a secretary, an administrative assistant, an executive assistant, a department coordinator, any of those, they furloughed. And I believe it was 1,300 on one campus and 2,000 on the other campus. And that's a lot of people, a lot of people. So I know where WashU's thinking is. This was the easiest way for them to recover all the money that they've lost and keep functional. I know where I stand on it. It sucks, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? On top of all of that, I think that the fact that I was considered, and not just me, like my whole section of employment were considered dispensable, disposable, not disposable, yeah, dispensable. Like, we'll do fine without her. That kind of stung a little, but I knew I wasn't an essential worker, but I did kind of anticipate continuing to work at least half-time, part-time, from home. And to get the official furlough notice was shocking. It was shocking, and I'm sure a lot of you or your folks are going through that too. The hardest part was the first couple weeks afterwards. I just seemed to have zero energy, no motivation to do anything. And I'm seeing all these people on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook just like, oh, I organized my whole house in 2 days. Now what do I do? Ha ha ha. And I'm sitting here like, literally haven't changed clothes in 3 days, and like there's dishes piled in the sink, and there's this and there's that, and I'm eating like garbage, and I'm not exercising, and I don't know, some reason sort of a switch kind of flipped for me this week, and I got a little bit more motivated. I started feeling a little bit better about how things were going. I think I just had a reality check talk with myself that even if this does turn into a layoff, we'll be okay. And I can't worry about Dave. He's an essential worker. I can't worry about him going into work and bringing it home. I can't. Those kinds of things are out of my hands. So focus on what I can focus on. And that's what I've been doing. So it's been a little bit easier with that, but I'm so tired of being stuck in the house. And like when I do go out, it's quick, like to pick up a prescription. Or the other day, I don't know how this happened, but the cat ran out of food, and rather than like waiting for Dave to be on his way home or something, I just ran up real quick and picked up a bag of food. But I'm like, didn't talk to anybody, didn't look at anybody, just run in, put your mask on, run in, pick up the cat food, leave, pay, and leave. So if you guys are going through that too, and you don't feel like you have a resource or something, reach out, because I really feel it right now. I chose to break quarantine the other day and drive out and see my youngest son. He's in Illinois, about 40 minutes away, and kind of going through the same thing. As a partner, we both have partners that work and get to leave and get to see people and get to do what they need to do. And we're both kind of stuck at home going, literally I've watched everything on Netflix, Hulu, and read everything that I wanted, that kind of thing. So I drove out there and saw him. He opened the door and he was kind of stunned to see me. And we both just kind of fell into a giant hug. And that's exactly what my heart and soul needed, right? It was phenomenal. And some of you can't do that, and I get it. My mom is in Michigan and she's alone. She's by herself and social isolating, and that breaks my heart too. Yesterday was her birthday. So you can only do what you can do though, and it's better to be safe. I'm not condoning the fact that I broke quarantine, but I also know that he's been isolating and so forth. So, I mean, there's only so much a mom can take, right, with being away from her kiddos. The last thing I want to point out is this t-shirt that a friend of mine from work sent me. And it's like, it's fine, I'm fine, everything's fine, which is kind of what I say whenever I'm overwhelmed or something happens that I can't, it's like, it's fine, I'm fine, everything's fine, and I, like 2 weeks before we started working from home, spilled a gigantic cup of coffee on my desk, into my lap, onto my floor, which thereby went in my shoes. And she turned real quick, and I was just like, it's fine, I'm fine, everything's fine. And it's more of a joke than anything, but it's like, it's speaking to me. I kind of want to ask her where she got it and like get one in every color or something. I don't know. But with all of that said, bunch of nonsense. Thanks for tuning in.